Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody, welcome to the technical analysis of the Forex market from the ForexPeaceArmy.com. Well, as usual, we will discuss the situation on the euro currency and start from the daily time frame. Well, on the previous week we said that market could turn to some retracements since the hitting of the weekly Fibonacci support area. It's around 130.40 area, somewhere right here. If you would like to know some details about that in the overall larger picture, I suggest you to visit our forum and read the weekly and monthly analysis for the coming week. Well, but anyway, this is some area of support, and that is also the completing point of that butterfly that we have discussed on the previous week. It's right here. So you can see that the market has turned to some retracement. At the same time, the most significant target on the daily time frame stands slightly lower. Stands right here, 128.30 area, because this is the area of completement of larger ABCD, weekly ABCD pattern. So market in fact gravitates to that area, and that's why from that perspective this retracement should not be too deep. Well, also you can see that this price action in general develops in some kind of the parallel channel, and the lower body of this channel stands very close and almost at the area of the weekly ABCD pattern, and the upper border stands between the two significant levels that will be our most helpers in the coming week. The first level is right here. This is the 3.8 resistance from this high to that low, 131.42, and weekly pivot point for the coming week, 131.16. It's right here. Also pay attention that that level stands at the same area as the previous low, 131.42. The next level will be the crucial for the bears on the daily time frame, because this is daily confluence resistance, 132.64, 132.69, weekly pivot resistance 1, 132.96. It's right here. And also pay attention, the most important detail, that daily trend will remain bearish only till that level. From the pivot analysis point of view, we already discussed this moment that when the market stands in some long-term bear trend, when it falls in some retracement, it usually retraces to the weekly pivot resistance 1. So that has happened during that retracement. Okay. So for the coming week, the weekly pivot resistance 1 stands right here. Or it could just touch the weekly pivot point and continue move to the downside. Any of these possible scenarios will be acceptable for the bears to hold all overall bearish bias intact. So market could reach either that level or that level, and that particular levels that we should watch for the potential sell signals. Also take a look at the daily time frame. Here this level stands a bit higher than the upper border, so this could be the sign of the failure breakout of this parallel channel and then continue move to the downside. This could be the real trap for the breakout traders, since when they see that market has break out this parallel channel, they could try to enter on the long side of the market, and if they do not know that just above the market stands solid area of resistance, they will be trapped with the wrong position. The market will return back inside this parallel channel. So based on the daily analysis, the major idea that we should watch for and keep an eye on the two levels. The first level is 131.42. This is the level where market could reestablish the down move, since retracement should not be too deep, because market now stands very close to the daily target is 128.30. And the next level is right here. This is the crucial level for the bears on the daily time frame. Market should not break it and hold above it. It could touch it, but later it should return back. If this will not happen, then we should be ready for the continuation move to the upside, and this will be the breakout of the tendency on the daily time frame. Now, what we could see on the intraday charts. I do not have the 4-hour time frame chart because it's almost the same as on Friday, and all that I could say based on the 4-hour time frame is trend there still hold bullish. On the hourly time frame, it's very difficult to analyze this very choppy and sloppy price action. All that I could say also is that just some kind of parallel upward move now holds. So market shows multiple ABCD patterns inside this channel. Also you could find, for instance, butterflies. That's left wing, for instance, right wing, reaching of the 127 extension of that butterfly. This is smaller 1618 butterfly inside this of this large butterfly, and so on. So there are multiple patterns, but they can't help us in the finding this solution for when and where the possible retracement will stop. In such kind of environment, I find that very useful to apply harmonic moves inside the parallel channel. What is the harmonic moves? If you're familiar with our Forex military school that we have published on the forexpeacearmy.com site, there you could find the very interesting material about the harmonic patterns, how use them, how use harmonic swings inside some patterns. That's very useful in such kind of environment. For instance, if you will measure the distance between lows to high, you will find that these swings very harmonic and shows approximately 100 pips move. So based on this applying of the harmonic patterns, the next target of that move will be around 131.06. It's right here. Also you can see that it coincides with the upper body. The downswing moves, if you will measure it, I do not mark them just to keep picture as clear as possible, but they approximately 75-50 pips to the downside. They are also rather harmonic moves. So in that environment, it's very useful to use them as the potential targets of the upward move and of the retracement. So if you would like to enter on the long side or somehow trade inside this parallel channel, you could try use this as the target, that your target will be around 131.06. Then you should expect the deep retracement, approximately 70-80 pips to the downside. That really works well. Another important moment that we could see on the hourly time frame is the market touches the hourly level of overbought. So we can see here, here, and here. At the same time, market hasn't quite reached the level of oversold on the below of the market. So it tells that probably the upward pressure is a bit higher than the downward, and that could give us some clue that probably market still has some upward power, and probably it still could continue move a bit higher. So as the conclusion, we might say that based on the hourly chart, since this very choppy price action, it's better to apply the harmonic swings to make the assumption about the possible targets and the areas where that market could reach. On the daily time frame, that is more significant for the coming week, because this price action is really very difficult to analyze. The daily time frame, this is really more clear analysis, and it suggests to keep an eye on that level, 131.42. If market will show reversal patterns on the intraday charts, on the 30-minute chart, on the hourly chart, then it could be the sign that probably market is ready to reestablish downward move right to the 128.30 area. Or if market will break it to the upside and hold above this level, that is the next level to watch for, 132.64, 132.69. Also, I just forget to say that when market will break this harmonic swings and will not follow anymore to that harmonic moves, this will be the first sign and hint that probably this retracement comes to an end, that market is ready to show some thrusting move in one or other direction. Probably this should be to the downside, at least now the daily time frame tells us about it. Well, when the market will stop to follow these harmonic swings, this will be the first sign, as I said, probably market is ready to finish the retracement and continue move to the downside. Also keep an eye on this system, on these swings inside this parallel channel, and wait for the clear signs around the levels that we have discussed on the daily time frame.